guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been such a while. I have been gone for I think what, like 8 months, 10 months, I don't even remember, but I'm back. And as you guys could tell from the title, I have taken my Nclex, and I would like to tell you guys my experience and about the Pearson view trick, and just an advice on just basically on how I see it, so you guys could like see through what Nclex like for those who has not taken it yet. Yeah, I know I look like crap, but whatever. It is how it is. So I just wanted to say that I am making this video because before I took my Nclex exam, I actually watched like a lot of videos about how people see Nclex and like their reaction or what they think of Nclex, or just explaining what Nclex is, just so I have an idea when I put myself in that situation where I'm taking Nclex. And to be honest, it actually helps. And also watching those people that have passed Nclex, and like I don't know, like there's a whole bunch that I watched, and I think it helped me, it motivated me and made me positive that I could do it as well. Like if they could do it, then I could do it. So that's the mentality that I had. So I'm gonna start off with my last semester in school. We were just doing like Nclex like questions. Like it's mixed. It's like it's not just about this topic or this topic or this topic. It's like mix of everything. So it's kind of like Nclex in a way, and that helped us prepare for the Nclex. I graduated May 4th. Well, yeah, we graduated apparently like May 14th, but our class was done. It was finished at like our class were over on May 6th, I think. Yeah, May 6th. So in school we actually used like a lot of resources. We used Saunders, we used Hesse, we used Kaplan, like we all like all this stuff, like Lippincott, like everything is just like all over the place. And like I don't know if it helps, but I mean there's like a whole lot of info, but sometimes it clashes because one says this, one says this, the other one says this. You know, we were using all those to prepare ourselves, not even for Nclex, but also for our exams. So that being said, I actually have been studying, you could say, for Nclex since January because of school. I actually got my ATT around June, I would say like June 6th, June 7th, something like that, a month after my school finished. Okay, so I'm actually from New Jersey, and since due to this COVID stuff, all the places were full, and then when I first checked, the first available date to take Nclex is in freaking, I think it's September or November, something like that, September or November. And I'm like, there's no way that I'm gonna take this exam like 6, 5, 7 months after I graduate. Like the informations are just gonna be gone, and like I could fail if that's the case. I want to check on other states when if there are any like available dates for like, let's say like maybe July or August, something like that. So I did, and I saw that Philly has it and Delaware. So at first I signed up for the Delaware on August, I think it was like August 20 something. Yeah, like August 20 something. And in my head I'm like, okay, cool, like I'm gonna go to freaking Delaware on August. But then as days go by, I'm like, there's no way that I'm going to Delaware, because that's another whole stress of going to Delaware and just the stress of not knowing where you are and not being familiar with the place, and that's just gonna make me more anxious on top of me being more anxious of doing the test. So I'm like, okay, cool. So like I think I let it rest for like a couple of days, and then I went to check again on Pearson View if they have more dates for the Nclex, and I did find one in my area, which I signed up for July 15th. But yeah, and then as the day goes by, I'm like, okay, I moved it earlier. I'm like, okay, like I don't think I want to study for like a whole month, because I actually started studying, I would say like first week of June after I got my ATT. And I'm like, okay, so that's like, I would say like what, like 35, 40, like I don't know, like days before my test. Like, okay, so I have like a lot of time to prepare, whatever. And then as the days go by again, I'm like, I just can't wait to take it, because 3 of my friends already passed, and I'm just like, I feel like I was left behind, even though it's not a race, but that's just how I felt personally. Like, I feel like, damn, like I need to step my game up. Like, I want to pass this already and get this shit over with. So I moved it to July 1st, and I'm like, okay, this is it. Like, I'm never gonna change it again. Like, this is my final date for my test, and that's gonna give me about, I would say like 3 weeks, or more than like 3 weeks and a half to study. And I'm like, that's fine. Like, I'll be fine with that. So I studied, July 1st, my exam, like weeks passed, and now we're on the last week for June. I would say it was June 24, and I'm like, bro, I can't study anymore. All the ones that I read are just like going out the trash. Like, it's just like in and out. And I was just so long overdue with studying, and I just can't study anymore. I can't focus or anything. So I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I want to take this already and get this over with. So my promise to myself of taking it on July 1st didn't really happen. I decided to move it earlier to June 29th. But yeah, so I had set it for June 29th, and luckily there was like a temporary Nclex testing center that opened up actually close to my house. So that was a relief for me, that I don't have to go through all the way to another state to take this exam. So yeah, so my test is actually at 8 a.m. in the morning, because I feel like I do better, like my brain cells are alive in the morning. So I did it for 8 a.m. and I have to be there by 7:30, but I had told my dad to drop me off around like 7, because the testing site is actually close to the waterfront. So I told him that, hey, like I want to meditate and just like breathe in fresh air by the water to clear my mind and be positive. And then I took my exam. First question, I'm like, hold up, what? Like, wait, like what did you just ask me? Like, that's how I felt. Like, I mean, the question was pretty the questions in Nclex were pretty straight to the point, compared to like UWorld and stuff like that. Like, it's not gonna go through circles. Like, it's not gonna give you like, oh, the patient has this and this and this and this. Like, in Nclex, it's just gonna tell you straight up, like, oh, the patient has schizophrenia. Patient has this. What would you do? Like, it's just like straight to the point, which is so weird, because our entire nursing school have taught us to think critically and understand the situation with the given information. But Nclex is just like so straight to the point. Like, you don't have to even, I would say, like think critically for it. That's how I felt. But the choices though are very confusing because it's like you said this, you said this, you said this, you said this. Like which one do you want me to pick? That's how I felt. It's like they all sounded so similar. No, they're like, they feel like the choices are like all the right answers to the question. But it's like, what is the most right? Like, I don't know how to explain it. I felt like Nclex is more of like knowing, I would say like knowing the basics, and like, how to explain it? It's like, you know it, you know it. If you don't know it, then you don't know it. That's how I felt. And I feel like I just guessed on 2/3 of my question. I actually ended on 70 questions, which I'm glad it did, because when I was on 60, I was like, there's no way I pass this if I stop on 60. Also, I would suggest that you guys learn how to do strategy and elimination. Like, that's what has helped me to pass Nclex. Like, it wasn't about UWorld for me. It wasn't about Kaplan. It wasn't about all the other stuff. It was just more on elimination and what I have learned from the entire nursing school. Like, that was my lifesaver for me, because I came in there, did the questions, and I felt so unprepared. I felt like I didn't study at all. Everything that was asked to me on Nclex, I answered them with all my stock knowledge from nursing school. And this is why they say to take it as soon as possible you're done with nursing school, because it actually helps. Like, imagine if I had taken it 8 months later, then I would just be like, I don't remember. Now I am a registered nurse. I am just waiting for my license to be activated, and today's a good day. And I'm just like really happy that I have finally passed the last obstacle for this nursing journey. Alright, so now as far as Pearson trick, I actually didn't want to do it. I took my exam, and then an hour later I got the confirmation email that says, hey, you have taken an exam, you know. And after that, you know, you could actually take the Pearson trick. I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna do this trick. Like, I'm just gonna wait 48 hours and then just see from there. So I think I walked for like a whole like hour and a half, or maybe like an hour, and then I went home. And then when I got home, you know, I told my parents, like, it's hard, like, I don't know if I passed, I don't know. But, you know, they wanted me to get my mind off of it and not think of it. So we had went grocery shopping instead, and that actually helped to get my mind off of taking the exam, and that calmed me down a bit. But when we were going home, oh my god, the anxiety kicked in again, and I wanted to cry so bad. So we got home, I went straight to my room and I cried because I was so anxious, and I'm just like, I can't do this again. Like, if I fail, I don't know what to do. But then I calmed myself down again, and I'm just like, you know what, if you do fail, at least you know what to expect, you know how to study. So 8 hours later, it was like 6 p.m. I checked, because I couldn't help myself anymore. I went to go check the Pearson trick, and I got the good pop-up, and I was like, that is such a relief, but I want the result. So I patiently waited for freaking 48 hours, and today I got my result that I passed, and I couldn't be more happy and proud of myself. And I'm just ready to move forward. Like I said, like, I have so much planned for myself, keeping myself on track, and like, God knows how happy I am. And yeah. So my advice would be just be positive, motivate yourself, be familiar with what's, with what, like how Nclex works, like watch videos like this, like motivate yourself by watching people pass. And they, like, everybody has like their own different story. Like I have watched people that passed on 130, passed on 85, passed on 110 and stuff like that. I mean 70, some people pass 60, and some people pass 60 and they think that was real easy. Some people pass 60 and they're just like, I just don't know if I passed, which was me. And yeah, so like watching this and getting yourself familiarized with how it is by understanding people's experience, you like put yourself out there to be informed that you're expecting this, you're expecting this, and you're expecting this, and you just feel more comfortable that this stuff, hearing from other people. That really helps. The second thing, just really stay positive. Just what I keep telling myself is that I could do whatever I put my mind into. Like, you're that person, you could do it. You could do whatever you put your mind into. That's it. If they could do it, you could do it. Like, what's stopping you? Like, if you're dedicated, you will pass. If you want it so bad, you'll get it. Like, that's just how I see it, and I want you guys to think the same way, because it really helps. Also, the day before the exam, just calm down, or maybe like study like in the morning and then just stop and just like let your air calm down. Did I say let your air calm down? That's stupid. But let your brain calm down and just relax your body and just meditate. Well, I didn't meditate, but just breathe. And then on the day of the exam, I suggest breathe, don't study, have a pep talk with yourself, tell yourself you could do it. If they could do it, you could too. And just know for yourself that you got it, that you're smart, that you have gone through so much, and this is your day to show your capability, to show that you know what you know, and that you're gonna be a registered nurse. So also, I would say lastly is that, just like I said before, strategy. If you don't know what the question is asking, just eliminate. Like, eliminate what makes sense, eliminate what doesn't make sense, eliminate what you know or what you don't know, depending on the question. And that's just really what's gonna help you. And just pray and just give your best. This is all my story about it. If you guys have more questions or want to know more about Nclex, or like how I studied and stuff like that, just comment below, or you could actually DM me on my Instagram. It's on my page, or I'm gonna put it down below. And I would like to help you guys out and keep you guys positive. But yeah, like, this is all I have to say. And I just, like I said, like, I wanted to do this video for you guys to watch and have an insight on what Nclex is, just so it could help you guys be motivated and just eager to pass, and just ready to keep it moving and move on and be a nurse. And I hope later on we're all gonna be nurses. And yeah, that's about it.